Hey guys, Kane Harrison here.
And Christina Slay here.
And we're both here to talk to you about Dr. Ming Wang's eyeball that's coming up very, very soon. In past years, Dr. Wang has put the eyeball on, but it has always been a gala with some dancing. But this year, he's thrown the doors open to the public and it's going to be a free event and a concert. Now, Dr. Wang's done some fantastic things in the community. Just tell me a little bit about what you think about Dr. Wang and the eyeball.
Well, I think Dr. Wang is a special person. He is opening the eyeball concert up to the national community and allowing everyday people to find a way where they can benefit or help others. And the purpose of it is to, give people an opportunity to be inspired by the music, be inspired by the orphan stories as they are dealing with this very, unfortunate condition of being blind. So I think it's going to be a great,
It's to be a great event.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And I mean, I think one of the big benefits this year, as opposed to the other years, in years gone by, Dr. Wang has tried to raise money and has raised successful money for the foundation to bring the orphans over. One of the big problems is finding host families once the orphans get here. Right. And I think that is the point that we would love to try and get across, is that Dr. Wang is looking specifically for the community to open their arms to some of these host families. I can't imagine, I mean, some of the kids that come over, and the Maria story is just fantastic. Have you seen the Maria story?
I have seen the Maria story. I think, coming, like you said, coming over into a basically new world is hard on itself, and then having to deal with the condition of not being able to see like the rest of us it's a scary experience, and I believe that a host family can ease that pain for that child, not just physically with their blindness, but mentally, and allowing them to experience America and experience how giving and great we can be as a country. So
absolutely, and I know that the folks at home have seen the Stephen Lynn story, who were the host family for Maria when she came over, and they talk about being over there and seeing Maria in her hometown at the orphanage, and just this a shadow of this young woman, and then Dr. Wang and the foundation were able to, with the help of Stephen Lynn, get her over here and help her start to restore her sight. And that fantastic video that we all saw was just brilliant.
And I think it was more than just restoring her sight, but you saw her personality open up a little more, you know what I mean? Yeah. She became a little more extroverted, which I think is so important. It's more than just the sight, but it's about, expanding their vision and like seeing that, the world's not over just because I have this, disability. So I thought that was really great.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. And again, the folks at home have an opportunity to actually meet Maria. I think Maria is going to be at the Eyeball this year. Dr. Wang is going to be playing with a host of other guests, musical guests. And it's just going to be a brilliant event, and it's the Massey Hall, I believe, at the auditorium at Belmont, which is a fantastic facility. But some other things about Dr. Wang, which some people may or may not know: God is Not Dead, which was a fantastic story, and there was a character based on Dr. Wang. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, I was talking to one of our producers a couple days ago, and I was looking through Dr. Wang's foundation website, and it said that a character was based on him, and I absolutely love the movie, and I think it shows how he's not just doing this cause for himself, but the platform is based on his Christian beliefs, and I think that just made me become even a bigger fan of Dr. Wang, almost like he can't do any wrong, so it was great.
Well, you're right, he can't do anything wrong, and he's such a fantastic person for this Nashville community and America at large, bringing these kids and finding host families, and that's very much what we'd like to convey in this video, is that if anyone out there can help or knows of anyone that can help, make sure you get along to the Eyeball, because it's going to be a brilliant night. It's going to be absolutely great fun with, as I said, Dr. Wang and his musical guests being there, Maria being there, in the hope that we find some more host families.
Yeah.
So we hope to see you there.
The summer of 2012, my husband and I were fortunate to be able to take our family to Moldova, and our goal was to work at a summer camp for children that the majority of them are orphans. We walk into camp and all of a sudden there's this beautiful girl sitting there on a bench all by herself. She just looked so sad, and she looked up at me. And it was then that I realized that she had something just terribly wrong with her eyesight. I could tell.
A year after eyeball 2012, that when we first heard about Maria, Maria came to the United States and walked into our Wang Vision 3D cataract and LASIK center. We sat down and I plotted out the whole side restoration surgical plan. Got it. We got it.
I see Maria. Can you see? Oh, careful. You see Casey? Look at Casey.
Can you see me?
There's Maria. Look at her.